Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime Heroine Saint. No, I'm an all works maid and proud of it. Synopsis on any list. I will become the world's most wonderful maid. With her skirt fluttering in black and white, the girl shouted. Her name is Melody. A reincarnated former Japanese girl, she now pursues her dream in her new life, working as an all-purpose maid for a poor count's family in the kingdom of Seolas. When she makes it, even cheap tea turns into a luxury brew, and a dilapidated mansion is quickly restored to new. Cleaning, serving, hunting, DIY. Leave it all to her and her powerful magic. Unbeknownst to Melody, this world is actually an otome game, and she's the most powerful and invincible heroine, the Saint. Yet she remains oblivious to this fact. Romance with handsome man, attacks by the demon lord. What comes first? The fantasy of misunderstood work that unknowingly shatters destiny. Oh boy, so we have an isekai. We have our girl who loves maids. She fell in love with maids in her old life. And she trained to become a perfect maid. Now in this new life, she is born as Melody, the black-haired girl in the middle. And with the passing of her mother, she decided to go out into the world and fulfill her dream of becoming the best maid. Now, she's very specific. She wants to do everything. She doesn't want any help. She wants to do everything from cleaning to hunting to caring for her employer to more or less keeping the mansion repaired. She wants to do everything herself. That is why she then joins our lady, who is a blonde-haired girl, and does exactly that. She's doing everything with her powerful magic, which includes a lot of interesting stuff, which you would expect. Or if you need to do everything, you need very specific magic. Now, in this world, as is stated, it is an otome game. She's supposed to be the Saint. She had silver hair and blue eyes, but she changed her looks. Personally, I do not really remember why. But that is essentially the only real visuals that the main cast has to identify the Saint, essentially. Because for story reasons, people get sent out to find her, but they are searching for a silver-haired girl with blue eyes, which she clearly, as you see in the picture, is not. Now, the first 3 episodes are they're mostly about comedy. There's a little bit romance, maybe. You see some romance starting, potentially. But it is mostly about comedy. Animation is good. I mean, the art style I like. I find the idea interesting to have, because having the main character, the heroine, not follow the script is not really new. But because she is serving this lady, she's not really that far away from where she should be. Naturally, she is a maid and not a noble lady, officially. But it leads to some interesting situations. Now, I do want to talk about another aspect, but that would be spoiler. So let's go over the ratings, what people think after the first 3 episodes. Any list has it at 70%. My anime list has it at 7.08. I mean, that's fine. I also would give it a 7 out of 10. It's fine so far. I like some of the ideas. But in general, it's very similar to other stories in the genre, where you have the main character who should follow the script but doesn't follow the script. Maybe they don't know the script, maybe they don't, but essentially the story is being derailed. Now, I do want to talk about one other part, but that is spoiler. I can't really classify if it is a big spoiler or not. I would say it's a big spoiler. So you have been warned, spoiler. Now, she's not the only person that gets reincarnated into this world. On the left side, we see the prince of the country and the villainess of the country, of the game, essentially. And those two are also reincarnated. Now, these two, they know how the game works. They are fans of the game. Our main character doesn't know it's a game at all. She also has no clue how the game works, but these two, they do. And that is why they are trying to follow the script, but it doesn't happen. As example, the prince is supposed to meet the heroine at a specific day in a hallway, but it didn't happen. What he met instead was a very suspicious looking all-works maid, which is also an interesting aspect where the script is changed, but also not. Because the meeting happened, the prince met the heroine, but because the heroine changed her visuals, the prince was unable to identify that. So the event happened, but it didn't really go the way it should be. Which is a little interesting aspect I like. And again, these two characters, they know that how the game should work, but it doesn't. So they are very confused in the first 3 episodes why it is changed. So this could be very interesting going forward, but we will have to see.